We'll watch some 9.2.5 Bellular news as well about the patch. Guys, it's patch day. This is going to be huge today. And I can't wait for it. I cannot wait. Logging in right now. Lenfer. Illidan. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start this video. Let's see what Bellular has to say about 9.2.5 here. I'm gonna pause the music, pull up this video, and probably when this is over, we'll be able to start polling.
Welcome back to the news. All right, it is actually almost patch day, so we have got plenty to talk about. Let's just get stuck in. The big news is that 9.2.5 releases the 31st of May, 1st of June for EU. Now, it brings with it some in-game content. There's a new Blood Elf quest line, also a shorter...
Lipu, can you just hold tight? Because we did get somebody else who queued before you. But just hang tight because healers always have to go. So we can get you in soon.
Dark Iron one. And both of them have got pretty damn nice cosmetic rewards. So all Blood Elves are going to get the elusive Emerald Hawkstrider mount.
Yes.
While their Paladins get to use the Blood Knight Dedication Transmog set. So, finally, a good Blood Knight Mog. Now, for the Dark Irons, you do get a rather short quest, but it gets you this extremely awesome-looking mount, and then, honestly, one of the best-looking weapon sets in the game.
Yeah, this is badass. I wish they did this for every class, but this is fucking sick. I mean, you could literally RP as a Dark Iron Dwarf really well now. This literally looks like something from... what the hell was it called? The Hobbit? Battle of the... What was it? 3 armies or 4 armies? I forget what the last Hobbit was called. These guys literally look like they could be an army from that movie. They're badass. Time to roll Dark Iron for Alliance Halt. Well, hey, you'll be able to play with us still, even if you are Alliance.
There's also the Enigma
after this patch drops today.
PvP arena.
5 armies, yes.
Covered in the past without a
forgot how many armies were in that movie.
Because they had tech issues. Also, the encrypted story in Tirisfal Glades. What will be there? We do not know. That's kind of exciting. It might be decently major for the lore. And if 1 or 2
I think it's gonna be
fragments or anything
some nice lore bits.
There could even be some Tyrande Night Elf stuff, but we're just not sure yet. Now here's the rundown of the other quality of life changes then. So, Cross-Realm Mythic Rating. All Covenant Sanctum achievements are being made account-wide. There's the new Mawwalker and Veilstrider Shadowlands meta achievements that literally several people will try to get. There's High Renown catch-up, and then most endgame activities give 100%, like they just give Renown.
How do you unlock Dark Iron Dwarves? You just gotta do the quest line. You gotta go to Stormwind and do the quest line for them. I don't think there's any like prerequisites to unlock them anymore, at least.
All the time, rather than being a chance. Blizz have also buffed the acquisition of Grateful Offerings.
AFK baby a bottle, no problem.
400% boost to Legendary Crafting XP, so there'll be more people crafting higher rank Legos. I presume that will be good for Season 4. Then all Torghast wings will be available each week, so no waiting or doing endless corridors for your Legos. Then also, it's easier to unlock the higher layers. And then they've got higher res hand cursors.
Honestly, I could care less about Torghast. I don't want to do it. Don't want anything to do with it.
Larger cursor sizes and an overhauled player reporting system plus a social contract. Quite a lot then. Now, it's quite funny with the cross-realm thing, actually, because by the time the Horde Hall of Fame filled its 100 places...
If you are in queue and in stream, let me know.
So that's definitely a pragmatic move, because that Alliance Hall of Fame ain't filling up anytime soon.
Yeah, poor Alliance,
but I suppose we should probably question why that disparity arose. Now, this patch also does technically bring with it what we need for Season 4 of Shadowlands, with new gearing system, faded raids, and all of that. But that stuff's going to launch this summer. So basically, all good, bar perhaps a lack of PvP stuff, other updates, and then there are some cross-faction bugs, at least in the PTR, and a potentially major bug. Well, here's the thing. You can get cross-faction in real life with nordvpn.com/Bellular Gaming. Today's sponsor. You can get our deal at our link with a
There's today's sponsor.
Guarantee.
NordVPN.
Why do you want a VPN? Well, it's simple enough. Do you want
browse
to
your porn
content
sites without
regions,
without the government
Netflix
tracking where you are.
Prime? It's
Perfect.
easy. You just use Nord's 5,000 plus servers to choose your
Nobody
location,
likes assault
and then
whales.
use the internet as if you are there. dead handy. You can also fetch some nice regional specific deals. They also do keep you private. Your ISP is not going to know
Lenfer
what
means hell in
sites you
French,
use,
but I'm
so
a
they
frost
can't
mage.
sell their browsing data to advertisers, nor can they prioritize some
Interesting.
of the sites and traffic that you use over others. There's also other services like NordLocker, which is super competitively priced cloud storage, and even NordPass for your passwords.
His transitions
It's all
are so
in the
bad they're
browser
good. Yeah.
extension that are
I don't
super
think he
easy
just.
to
I don't think he
use.
tries
And
anymore.
Of course, you can get
Ooh,
our
we
deal
got a
with a
tank.
30-day money-back guarantee at that link down below, which is nordvpn.com/Bellular Gaming. So, thanks then for supporting our team, and let's get into this funky cross-faction bug.
Now, supposedly, this fight, by the way, that we're about to do is very DPS centric.
The cross-faction system is supposed to
let's
give
get
us
some bumpers today.
cross-faction communities and instances, right? And it's all pretty awesome. Now, cross-faction guilds are accidentally a thing in the PTR. Now, this is not going to be the case when it actually hits live servers, but basically Mr. GM got a cross-faction guild working on the test realm. Now, it's 100% not a release-ready thing. This is never a feature that was on the cards for this patch. But the fact that this, with a bug, kind
A
of
cross-faction
worked,
guild?
I mean, does that give us some sort of hope for
That's not supposed to be allowed
cross-faction
yet.
guilds? Maybe it does. Maybe they could be another category of guild for the players who want to opt into that. Now, there's some other bugs, too. There's things that happen if you queue up for Battle for Lordaeron, Island Expeditions, Warfronts, and Time Walking, but we don't know if those bugs are going to hit the live version. Plus, I'd say they're also far less critical than the problem of just letting people play the current content with their friends, which, when this patch comes out, you'll be able to do.
That's right. It's a game changer, man. It's a game changer.
I may have made it seem like we know everything there is to know about this new patch. No, because out of the 13 pages of files that had been updated or added for the most recent build, which is the release candidate build, 11 pages, at least per WoW.tools, are encrypted. And that gets us thinking. Now, the data points to them relating to character appearances, transmog sets, mounts, pets,
Sounds good,
and
Rest,
toys.
please.
And many of these things actually use the same encryption key that we've seen for items that appear to be pre-order bonuses. So, just what could we be getting? Well, some people think it's a Darkfall and allied race, essentially giving us, more than just Dark Rangers, right? Like actual undead elves, undead night elves for Alliance, undead.
I
blood
feel
elves
like
for
the more we
Horde.
talk about these
And
guys,
if so, then perhaps
the more I think it is going to be some kind of undead
these
allied
could
race.
be their heritage
Bi-factional.
armor items, maybe some other things like a mount. It's kind of impossible to say. We just know that Blizzard are keeping a whole bunch of files under wraps. A lot of that makes sense because we already knew about the Tirisfal Glades storyline, but I mean, who knows with this? One of the leaks that came out just before Dragonflight did mention a allied race pre-order
That's right.
bonuses, and as I covered in the last WoW News video,
I would so
Darkfall
reroll my
really
warlock
does
to
make
that.
the most
Which
sense. It seems like the one that is the most possible to do right now. So
it
who
fits
knows?
story-wise.
I'm
I
not
think
saying it's
it is
gonna
going to be
that.
something
It's
undead
really
related.
cool if it was that. Now, there was another funky thing that appeared in the PTR. So this was one of the only new unencrypted files in the most recent PTR build. It's a Drakthir Evoker spell.
Oh,
What? Like, why is this here? Right, is it a data fragment? Is it a mistake? Is it playable Drakthir as a pre-order
What the
bonus? Look, it's impossible to say, but I am leaning towards it just being a simple mistake. I know a bunch
Yeah,
of
I
people
don't-
have been talking about this.
I don't think that's
but
supposed to be in
basically,
there.
Drakthir, we already know they're going to be playable before
Yeah.
Dragonflight launches
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
part of the pre-expansion event.
Just like
what they
Demon
did with
Hunters.
Demon Hunters.
Yep.
Now, those always take place, the pre-expansion events, on the new expansion's game version.
The Sween, what's up, man? We're good. We're on Ragalon.
So it'll take place in 10.0,
Heroic.
not 9.2.5. Unless they're going to try, I suppose, to maybe do the pre-expansion event on 9.2.5? But that would be a big break from the way they've handled things.
I
in the
don't
past.
think. I think it's just a
So this
mistake.
Evoker spell being here, honestly, it's probably just a mistake. I would not read into it too much. But we do have something quite curious and a bit more concrete. This is fun. An MMO champion poster called WoW Refugee noticed 5 Dark Ranger armor icons in 9.2.5.
Oh, shit.
And they're the same as the Dark Ranger NPC set from Darkshore.
Even more
in 8.1.
confirmation that
But the
we
thing
could be
that is
getting Dark
new
Rangers.
is they have a player condition ID that's linked to the Hunter class. So a conclusion you could draw then is that hunters might actually get a Dark Ranger armor set. Now, as I said, the actual set has existed since 8.1. The only new thing is this player condition ID. So it's potentially great news for hunters, but as of now, it is unconfirmed. But that said, the Tirisfal questline is going to deal with the undead.
Yeah.
Callie is probably going
We might do this one on
certainly
stream,
be
this
involved in that
questline. I'm really
Now,
interested to see where it
Callie,
goes.
one of the recent thing she did was help some of the Night Elf Dark Rangers basically come to terms with what the hell had happened to them. And another funny thing, so there was a bug that was in the game for a very long time that meant that Delaran, her eyes, appeared the wrong color. They're supposed to be red because that's just what you look like, as an undead elf or whatever. But that bug has actually been fixed. So it's not that they changed her eyes to red in the PTR build and that equals Dark Rangers. Oh. It is that there was a bug with her eye color and that bug has been fixed. But if they're only getting around to fixing that bug now, does that mean Dark Rangers? Who knows? Look, at the very least, I wouldn't be surprised if they added this Dark Ranger set for players to get because ultimately, they're already doing some just fun.
They're doing a lot of transmog additions to the game, like the pirate set, a lot of gray items and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had a hunter-specific Dark Ranger set
for paladins in the Blood Elf questline.
The paladin one that they're giving.
Have tackled once again add-ons.
Oh.
Computational add-ons and the whole arms race has been quite the topic. And this time they've talked about it in a response to the Community Council. Now, the Community Council post was more about accessibility. A decent example
we read this on stream.
Accessibility issues that happened with Mechatork, that fight as an example.
What happened to our
I'm going
tank?
to cut to the chase with this. So Blizzard basically said that complex and punishing mechanics like the Loom of Fate are designed to create a fantasy. They're not made to be complex to outsmart any add-ons. They did kind of muse with the idea of, would the Loom of Fate thing felt a little bit better if it maybe
4
wasn't
people
so
left already?
punishing,
Oh, geez.
things like that. But fundamentally, add-ons, they say, did not factor in that mechanic. But they did say that after Mechatork, they really learned the importance of playtesting mechanics to be completed without voice or add-ons. But they also did acknowledge that it's fine. That could be the case. But it's still, like with the
video's
bonus
almost
mechanic on Dreadlords, it still can be way more efficient to just use an add-on. They didn't have a solution to that, it's just they acknowledged it's a thing. But finally, what Blizzard got to is, I think, the really exciting bit. They say that they agree that a ping system would be a brilliant addition to the game, and that it's something they think is worth exploring.
We need ping
in the
systems.
future. So the criticism here is that this is stuff that's just passed to the future, right? But also I understand they're making Dragonflight, they kind of have to prioritize that. Now, the idea of a ping system in World of Warcraft, I think, is just absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Just great.
We already have the marker system.
Video games
So, I mean, the ping system, I think, wouldn't be hard to implement.
The Battle Royale game. And it's just great. I've been used to using ping systems.
Yeah, I played
in
Apex. They do have a good ping
MOBAs,
system.
Right? Like Smite and LoL. But the Apex, or even like PUBG, but the Apex one was just a cut above the rest. It was so easy to use, so effective that
I never thought about pinging in WoW,
like
like
Apex
Apex
Legends.
Legends.
Playing a game and you're really focusing.
But it
on
would
the
be solid. It
mechanics,
would.
and it would almost feel like a break in your concentration to hit push to talk and then do some talking. Well, the ping system in Apex is so good that you don't feel like you need to talk because you can just use the ping system. Now, as for what a ping system is, there's many different ways of doing it. An example could be...
I wonder how it'd be used in Raid.
Key,
like, get over here.
It's like a numerical key, and that will just, send a command or like a ping, right? That could be informational to people. That's one way.
But I don't think
it.
that's coming at 9.2.5.
There's really many different ways of doing ping
They
systems
mentioned
across gaming.
it.
It's actually a really interesting topic.
And that response, but I don't
like
think this is coming
WoW,
now.
Imagine what we have with raid markers, but way souped up with way more functionality.
Yeah, exactly. Like raid markers.
Actually
That's what I
just
said.
A nice UI to use all of that doesn't require loads of add-ons and macros or things like that. So it's not something they're doing right now, but that they're looking into it, I think is really exciting and could just be great for overall raid design.
Right.
As for in-game news then, well, it's Wrathtime Walking Week and the
Yep,
Temple
we did
of
it.
Hot Nogub Brawl.
Ulduar cleared.
Not much else to report.
Cleared
But
by
we
the
do
viewer
have a
raid.
new game launch June 2nd.
If they're
That
implementing a ping
Immortal.
system, I don't see it
And look,
coming
I'm
till
certainly
10.0.
curious
Yeah,
for
it
this
is not coming in this
especially
patch.
because it's also coming out in PC that day. Okay, technically it's an open beta for PC. But essentially, this game does not seem to be a quick mobile
I love
catch-up.
time walking. Yeah, so do
they
I.
launched
It's a nice
it,
break
announced
from
it
what we
in
do.
2018. And then they spent a humongous amount of time testing it and developing it. Right? Like, it's been, what, 3.5 years since that announcement? And I have to imagine they did quite a lot of development work before they announced it. So this game has had a serious amount of time and effort put into it. And apparently, it's actually the largest Diablo game released to date. So that means that in terms
Who's
of
playing
like,
Diablo
it's-
Immortal on
of course
PC?
it's a Diablo game, you know, it has acts, the usual.
Do you guys
you'd
have phones?
expect. Apparently it's larger than Diablo 3 then.
That line will live,
And also they're
live in
almost treating
infamy
it as a
forever.
pseudo-MMO. And that is kind of interesting. So look, if it plays good in PC and it's a good game, then
Wrath
it's
and
a
Legion
good
are your
game you can
favorite
play
time
on
walking?
PC. And
They're
that's
good.
a good thing. I think it could do really
Wait, it's on
well for
PC
Blizzard,
now, but I have a phone.
especially for their monthly active users, which of course have very
What's a
much
phone?
been declining. I mean, this is 30 million pre-registrations, and that is even before the PC announcement. This could double Blizzard's MAUs overnight, which is kind of wild to think about. Of course, for me, though, the key thing is monetization. I do expect to be able to pay to maybe progress a bit faster, but I don't expect overt pay to win. But that said, for many people, especially in a game like this, progressing faster kind of is pay to win. So there's going to be a whole debate there. We basically just need to wait and see. Actually know what the store is like. There is going to be a battle pass, but it's just what will the other purchases be? That'll be the big question. There are things that we can learn from the past beta, but I just want to wait and see until it actually
Jivo, you're right. They
ships.
should have released it
But
today
anyway,
with
I know for sure
with a
I'm gonna
3-hour
try it out
patch.
to at least see.
Yeah, with
Perhaps
the
it's
8-hour
just
patch.
morbid
Yeah,
curiosity.
servers are going to
Next
be
thing,
down.
then,
People would have played.
Just a quickie on the general state of
Ooh,
affairs.
a quickie.
Right.
What?
What's our next step for WoW? I think quite obviously it's the Dragonflight beta. Now the thing there is we have not seen the numerous talent blogs that Blizzard staff said they wanted to do. So I think that still is a little while off, but it's going to have to spin up.
I'll catch up with
decently
Stranger
soon.
Things on Netflix.
Really, the big question is what will come first, Wrath beta
Oh
or
man, Obi-Wan this last. Don't get me started.
Dragonflight?
That was fucking amazing.
Honestly, it could go either way. I mean, a WoW beta, or well, alpha
sleep
through
because I
beta
haven't
can be
done
like
that yet.
6 or 7 months, and if this game is going to come out in Q3, or not Q3, Q1 of 2023, then I suppose they do have a little bit of leeway. A lot of the thinking that, oh, what if they do an alpha really soon? That was kind of predicated on a best case scenario where Dragonflight comes out
What is
at
this
the
sleepy
same time in 2022 that Shadowlands did in 2020. But I think most of us are now expecting Q1 2023.
Yeah, it's 2023.
There's a little
We're gonna
bit
get this. We're gonna get the expansion.
Then also, I did see some
Early
recent numbers
2023.
that actually show that Classic is doing pretty well. Classic TBC, that is. But the Season of Mastery is quiet. Now, the next big thing there will be Classic Wrath. I'm expecting that in September. I think it's going to be pretty big in terms of its impact for the
This
Warcraft
cinematic
brand. I know
reveal
I'll
for
be
Classic
playing it.
Wrath was unbelievable.
And then 9.2.5 plus Season 4, I think especially Season 4, that'll do a pretty good job.
No
for
sleep till
modern
Raglan
WoW.
dies. That's right.
So
We're about
it's
to get started
undoubtedly
on that.
Quiet time, but I think they are getting the most that they can out of it.